Hey guys, you're hearing me with my mother. We're just having a conversation about Haiti. I'm Haitian American. Both my parents are from Haiti, and we're just discussing what what it is to be Haitian. What it is, why is Haiti in the situation that it is now? What is it that kind of keeps us from progressing from when we came out of such a huge struggle to begin with, you know? And so right now we're just talking about White Clef's attempt at the presidency for Haiti, and my mom was just saying how even though some people might not agree, but her opinion is no, it's not. It wasn't a good idea, and I agree with her. Maybe not for the same reasons, but I agree. White Clef as president, not such a good idea. For morale's sake, for building up the spirit of the Haitians, maybe so, but the spirit of the Haitians, I don't think we ever had a problem trying to get spirit. We always had fight in us. What we have a problem is continuing that fight and not looking towards other people to actually fight it for us, because I think we got so used to fighting that we stopped fighting. After that big one independence, we love our history, but we can't forget it just for a minute, just so we could progress. And so I'm on the phone with my mother. Say hi, mommy.
Hi.
And basically, she gave me this idea.
What we need to do, I'm finishing, we need not only to look back, we got to put our heads up and look forward. Not always looking. We can look back in the back every time. Just like when you're driving, sometimes you put your head to look back. But you got to put your head up, straight up, to where you're going. If you're going to believe only to go back, you're never going to make no progress.
Yeah, we have to, as Haitians, we have to take pride in our history. We were the first black independent country, okay? We set an example amongst all the nations around us that black people had more to offer than what they were trying to force us to do in the, on the plantations or whatnot. We had a strength of character, and there's nothing wrong with being prideful of that and remembering that. But when it blinds us to the future, that's the problem. And that's the problem me and my mom see today, that we as Haitian people, we love our history and we're so proud of it, but yet we haven't gone any further than that because that's all we lean on, the strength of our past. That was Haitians long before us who fought that struggle. The struggles aren't going to stop. Each generation is going to have to keep on fighting to keep, our heads up, so that we're above the water, so we're not drowning in the sea of what is this world where everybody's trying to just find a way out. And we can't expect to be getting, handouts from everybody. And that's why I especially feel that, we feel like we've been through so much that everybody's always, looking down on us, that we've a little bit crumbled under the pressure, and so we expect a handout. We want somebody else to be helping us. The people who gained independence, they didn't have anybody helping them. That's why we look back to them, because nobody was helping them. That's why we're prideful of our past, because nobody was helping them at that time. Yet they still gained their independence despite all of that adversity. So now when we're in this day and age and we're like looking back, we're prideful of what we did, but we're worrying at the same time about nobody's helping us. Oh, everybody should be doing this for us. No, they shouldn't be doing this for us. They're not Haitians. We are. So for the countless people who get discouraged and send their kids overseas, me and my mom were talking about that. The intelligence of Haitian people is being drafted overseas. They're not coming back to Haiti. They're losing courage. And why are they losing courage? Do we give them a reason to feel like they're accepted within their own community? If a Haitian person leaves Haiti, do they ever feel like they're invited back? Because we act like we don't want them back, because we let our pride blind us. You have something to add to that, Mommy?
Huh?
You have something to add to that?
This is very good. I thank you. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. When you leave the country, it's like, okay, they forget about you. The place that belongs to you is more. You know, you cannot come back because you come from another place. So that's not supposed to be. You know, you're supposed to be always welcome to your own country.
Exactly.
No matter what it is, especially if it's not a slave.
Exactly.
Every now, they have put themselves, they have reserved nothing for the nation people. There's no school, there's no this, there's no that, there's no hospital, there's nowhere to work. And then the people, they go somewhere else so they can release, better release, so they can get school, get the education. So after that, when they reach they get the education and they want to go back, nobody's there to embrace them, to welcome them.
Yes, exactly.
That's the problem. We need somebody that there is smart, that is intelligent to understand that. When somebody going, when Asian people feel the country, and when they after that, when they want to come back, they still need an organization to welcome them. To say, you know what, we have a one nation. I don't care. You went somewhere and you get the education, or you speak whatever language you speak. This is your country, you know? So we need a president that can welcome everybody in that country because the country is, you know?
Yes. And so,
There's too much problem.
exactly.
We need somebody that can teach the people, the Jewish people, good, you know what? Everybody, just like American was doing. Not any other country was doing. We're not going to say, okay, try to compromise or something. But let's read that. We need somebody to say, you know what, this door is open for everybody.
Exactly. And that's what
So much for everything, just to understand that Haitian people still in slavery.
Haitian people are still in slavery. Since those people, have you heard that? Since, and I think that's so profound. I hope you guys heard my mom when she said that. Haitian people, we've been in slavery since we gained our independence. Since the people who gained our independence for us died, we have still been in slavery. We've kept ourselves from progressing. Why is it we can't accept each other as Haitians? We've neglected when we talk about there's a Haitian diaspora. You know, there's Haitians who immigrated from Haiti who are living, there's more Haitians living outside of Haiti than in Haiti. Why is that? Maybe it's because they don't feel welcome back in their country. We don't allow them access to feel, like they are Haitians. And there's Haitians in Haiti who don't even feel like they're Haitians because maybe people there's this issue on what being Haitian is. What technically makes you Haitian. If you have pride for Haiti, if you respect every individual who says they're Haitian, who just respect people, period, that's enough for me to say you're Haitian. There's no color distinction. There's no half Haitian for me. You're Haitian. I will respect you. You act in a respectful manner. I will respect you. Respect is not something with me. Respect. When I first meet you, you have my full respect. The only time you lose respect is if you do something negative. That's what I think Haitians need to do. When you look at a person, before you do anything, you need to respect them. Respect is something that you just need to automatically know. That's something that you give to people because you do not know that person, you do not know their history, you don't know the value of that person. So respect them initially when you meet them. And everything else, if you realize this person is not good, that's when you lose respect from somebody. That's the proper way. But I feel like a lot of times Haitians just come to you with disrespect. You start disrespecting the person from the get-go. And so therefore you're never gonna learn to respect people. And people are never gonna learn to respect you.
But one thing that I learned is that, okay, you know what? I don't know for next generation before the Asian people used to respect each other. Some people have said, okay, not the respect that they used to have, or they used to scared of each other. And look at that, if the scared to each other before, it was wrong.
It worked.
I don't care what they're going to say, okay, you have to respect, you will not look at each other, will not scared of each other. You know? Yeah, they say that. You know? But we're going to teach them how to respect themselves.
Exactly.
You know? How to self-respect, to share them. Without what you see, just like you said, you disrespect somebody, or you put someone down when you know they're doing something with us.
Yeah.
As soon as you don't know, you don't know if they do something wrong, and right away you see the person, and someone is saying, and then you disrespect them because you think, okay, they look too short, or they look too black, or because
they're dark, they're light.
they're light color. So that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Big problem is it.
Big problem.
Talking about the other people that's not mixed, take a look at the people that mixed have a problem. And the people that mixed, the one that's not mixed, has a problem. There's no such thing as mixed or whatever for me. That's me. That's my friend. I don't say it's people are going to say, okay, you know what, I hate when people say, I'm hot, this, I'm that. I don't think when you go to the blood, you're going to see hot, white, and hot, black, funny. When you see the blood, you're going to see blood. There's no such thing as your color is a hot, that person is hot. What does that mean? A hot or that? That's where the
That's my
confusion
mommy.
comes from. And the people think, you know what, that person is pure color. Because they have color, they have a problem with you. Because that person is very black, and that person says, oh, that's a low class of people. Come on. You don't know the person.
And
You cannot trust the people by the way they look.
you can't.
Even if it happens, in Haiti, that's majority people that's the way they think.
Yes. In Haiti, there is a race, skin kind of race relations problem. People, there's a light skin, dark skin, and each side is miscommunicating. Yeah, and me and my mom do not take sides. The black people, the dark skins have problems, the light skinned people have problems, the mixed people have problems. I understand, and that's how I feel. I feel like race relations have a big thing to do with Haitians, because even coming here to America, when you're Haitian, there's still people who are like, oh, you're one of the light-skinned Haitians. If people who are not Haitian can realize that there's a distinction between how light-skinned Haitians are treated and dark-skinned Haitians are treated, then of course we as Haitians need to realize that within our own country. Why is it that even the way, you have to understand, the way we treat ourselves is how other people are going to treat us. If other people see you treating other Haitians that way just based on their skin color, they're going to treat other Haitians that way just as much as you are. So if you're a light-skinned Haitian treating dark-skinned Haitians the way that you do, they're going to treat all Haitians that way. And if you're a dark-skinned Haitian treating light-skinned Haitians like that, they're going to treat all Haitians that way. It's not like they see you just as much as a Haitian as they see that other person, which is how you should be thinking. And so it's terrible that we find other black people, other Haitians bad-mouthing each other, bad-mouthing each other, and then making each other look bad, being prejudiced against each other, not trying to understand each other, accept each other, and making everybody else who is looking at the Haitian people, because they do look at us, we are our history. Our history is everybody's history. Every black person's history. They look at us. We set an example. And this is how we act. Well, that's all I will have to say for now for today's episode. Love you. Peace.